Okay, we should be live. We'll be live for like 30 minutes. That's about it. Not even going to be reading chat this stream. Literally just got to get something out today. And this is what I'm working on before I go to bed, so figured I'd stream it. I was just talking to Mash Games, the lead developer, main guy on the BMX Pipe project and also BMX Streets. And the man said, apparently there's only 3 people working on it. I didn't know that. So what we're doing right now is basically just modeling a little door. And I'm gonna attempt to see if I can open it via script. We're just modeling something real quick. Let's bring this one up a little bit. Put there. Rotate this. Scale it. Okay. And now we could probably just extrude, right? And F to fill. And now instead of doing all this, just delete all the vertices, and then we're going to take this and first of all bring it over here. Maybe about there, and then rotate again on the Z-axis. We're going to do 180. Add a modifier. We're going to add a mirror modifier, and then we're going to go ahead and drag this out until it's about there, and they're connecting. Then we want to turn clipping on so that this happens, so they kind of stretch together. Go about right there. We're going to go into object mode. You see this is our door frame at least. Apply, which means now this is all set, and now we want to come over here to merge vertices because these vertices that we just put here are now overlapping, and we want to, by distance, no vertices have been merged, which means we need to increase this size. Removed 8 vertices. That's exactly what we wanted. Perfect. Now we just need a door frame, so let's go ahead and go with a plane. Rotate it on the X 90 degrees. Scale it on the X by about that much. Scale it on the Z by about that much. Bring it up on the Z. Is it possible to bring this one in front? No. I mean, I'm sure there is, but I'm not going to deal with all that. Instead, what I'm going to do is wireframe mode. Bring this down to here. Bring this one down to here. We're going to go add loop cut. Right click to center it. Click this one and bring it up. Now we technically have a door. And it's got that. Oh, nope. We got a little bit of showing right here. So what we could do about that is go ahead and click this and this. Pull that out a little. Grab this one and pull it in a little. Let's check on this side. Same thing's going on. So let's pull it out and pull it in. Perfect. Now we got a door. I will want to split this up in two different things, unless I want to just make this door open, because then I could just do that. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and add a modifier to this object. So Control plus on the numpad. Come over here, we're going to add a skin or solidify modifier. Come over to object mode, hold Z, go to solid mode. As a matter of fact, I could probably just... Oh crap, I'm going to have to Control P. Nope. I'm going to have to press P, separate by selection. Now this is its own object, so we're going to call it door. We're going to call this one door frame. Rename that, make sure we spell it right. Not that it matters. But then we're going to go delete that, and then make sure on this we have it. And this solidify is going to be probably about there. Pull it up a little bit. Actually, before even doing that, let's go ahead and change this to 0. Then even thickness. Probably about there. Apply. Now, as simple as that, we got a door. And we can go back into here in a wireframe mode this time. And grab all this, select this, and now we got door 1 and door 2. This is going to be door left or left door right door. Normally I would do door left and door right, because then it's when it's alphabetical, when you're trying to find the object, the names will be door and door. So if you just look for door, you're going to see door left and right. Whereas if you don't do that, then you're going to have an issue where it's like you're going to be looking for right and left rather than door. Now we need to go back out of that view. We can pull both of these doors forward just a bit. Maybe about 2. Then we'll go to here, rotate on the Y, rotate on the X. I guess it really doesn't matter. So that's not solid. You can see this is empty and hollow right there. So I need to solidify that. That was the whole point of me doing this. Yeah, so I could do that. Same with this one. Need to click this one, go back into edit mode. And select those, press F. Oop, press F. Now that's solid. Go back over here, rotate X, -90. Click both of them, G, and go on the, what axis is that? We want to go -2. Perfect. Now we got 2 different doors. We could basically just rotate these on the Z, even though the center point is not going to be there. The reasoning for that is because I need to set... Let's go ahead and grab both of these. right click, or no, face. Vertex, mesh. Here, I gotta look this up. This is gonna be how to make, how to reset objects. Object center. No, it's not that. Object. What the? Shift Control Alt C. Shift Control Alt C. I didn't do anything. No, I don't remember what the I need a snap. Object origin. This one. He's probably gonna be in let me see. This is not it. Probably have to be Shift Control Alt C. No? Do I have to be on face select? Shift Control Alt C. That is the keybind, right? Shift Control Alt C. Pressing T. Neither of those are working. Object set origin. Yep. Object set origin to. I need to make sure. Blender set origin to set cursor to selected. Shift S. Perfect. That's what I was looking for this whole time. Okay, now we can go into vertex mode. Click these, Shift S, cursor to selected. That'll put it right in the center there because that's where we want our pivot point to be. I believe we do, at least. Then we want to go ahead and we want to grab this whole object right here and go into object mode and set origin to 3D cursor. That means now if I rotate on this axis, now it rotates here rather than in a weird point. So we could just kind of open doors that way now. Now we're going to want to do the same for this door. So go into edit mode, go ahead and grab the vertices of these two, just so that we can get the center of these vertices. Technically, I could just grab this face. As a matter of fact, I'll just do that so that it's almost like it's on hinges rather than, yeah, you'll see. Shift S, cursor to selected. Now this cursor is here. We can go into object mode. Click on this object. Object, set origin to 3D cursor. Now, same thing with this. I can now rotate that. Rotate that. There we go. And then we could technically make an animation inside of Unity, or we could do it here. We're going to do it in Unity. So we're going to export this. Actually, as a matter of fact, before we even export, let's go ahead and first of all, let's grab this vertice and this vertice. Drag it up a bit. Same with this side. That's just bugging me a little bit. And then that's all those. Yep. Then I want to change the UVs. So we need to go to UV editing. We're just going to use a random texture just for now. We're not going to use the plastic one that I have, but we're going to use something else, such as maybe the grass, just so we could actually see what's going on. Yeah, let's use the grass. Let's go ahead and drag in this material. We're not going to be actually using this. Okay, so those UVs are perfect. This one is not. These doors, however, need to be switched over to this and this. Those are perfect as well. Okay, only thing I need to change is this guy right here. So let's go ahead and control numpad plus. Ooh. We're going to do that. Go over to UV editing and U for unwrap. Did that fix it though? That's the big old question. Both just crank these values up just so it gets that like depth. Also bring up shadow a little bit. Just a little bit. Okay, well that obviously didn't work, so what we want to do instead is use Smart UV Project. And then that did work. So now we have a fully UV unwrapped door. Luckily that was really easy. Sometimes it's really difficult to fix, and then you would be better off just making a new model. We're going to go over to FBX. We're going to go find our project that we just made. It is going to be the terrain project. So right here, assets, and we'll just put it in here. We're going to call this door. Export. Go back in Unity. Now we have a door in here. We can go ahead and drag this into the scene view. Create. We're going to want another material. We're going to want one for stone. And then we're going to want one for door, which is probably just going to be a log texture or something. We're going to go ahead and create new folder for materials. Create another folder for textures. And put the textures in there. Drag that into there. Drag this into here. And now the next step is getting the actual textures. So now we can come over to Polyhaven. I don't know exactly how free these are, so I wouldn't recommend using these in your actual projects unless you pay for them or do something like that. But I'm not going to be releasing this project, so it's just kind of like a get me started type thing. The heck was that? I just heard something.
Yo, Mash.
Oh, let me leave this real quick. Disconnect. Well, coding and work make one says create two false. That is true. This is the whole reason why I'm doing this right now. Matt is not there. Even if he was, we are doing this, so we gotta work on this. So rock. We want stone, so stone, stone, stone. There is no stone. Let's just go to terrain, maybe. Then, I mean, it could be sandstone. Sandstone. But no, I'm thinking more like this. Or like rock boulder dry. Yep. Let's download this one, and then we're going to go back, and we're going to look for a log texture. So instead of terrain, this one's going to be wood. And then bark, maybe. Bark willow looks kind of cool. Yeah, we're going to go for that. We're going to have to go to our downloads and go ahead and right click, WinRAR, extract to. Now we got a rock boulder. Oh. I didn't want the blend file for this. Oh, what? Now all of a sudden it did the right one? Okay. Right click, do the same thing we just did. And with this one, we're going to delete this. Now we should have two in here that we can drag into Unity, into our textures folder. They're going to be right here. Two, drag this into Unity, into our textures. And instead of door, we're going to call this bark because technically that's what it is. Come over here to the base map. We're going to go ahead and grab this. We can drag this onto here now. Now you see this is our door. Now if we go to the normal map, we should have a normal map for that. Now you can see just how much better that looks. Bent normal map. I've never seen that before. Anyways, we're going to go to the mask map. I don't know if we have a mask. We do not. So we're going to click none. But we do have some stuff that doesn't look to be existing here. Normal map space, basic UV mapping. I guess there's no displacement mode. Vertex displacement. Pixel displacement. I mean, it looks pretty good just like that, so let's just leave it. Now we need to go and get the stone. I actually have never worked with HDRP, so this is kind of new. But folder. Grab the diffuse. Go ahead and add that there. And then we're going to want the normal map. That's basically it. Oop. Not that. Boulder. Grab this rock boulder, normal map. Go in here, rock boulder, rock boulder. Wait a minute, what is this? I don't know what that is. Come over here, change this to a normal map, and apply. That didn't do anything. Sweet. We can come back to here and see if this one is done the same thing. It has not. Normal map, apply. And now just like that, we have a door. Obviously, it could have more texturing going on, but this is the simpleness of a door. Then we could rotate is going to be, I don't know. But now you can see, oh. We'll just make this door go in. Like that. So we're going to go ahead and add a terrain just for now. Effects, or 3D object. We're going to add a terrain. Negative 100 by negative 100. That was not correct. Negative 100. Or negative 200, I guess. Doesn't really matter. As a matter of fact, let's not do that. Let's go ahead and come over here and change the terrain width to like 50 by 50, maybe? We just want something tiny. Negative 25 by negative 25. Basically just splitting that thing in half. Then we're going to come over. Okay, I take it back. We are going to do 100. If I can find the terrain settings again. What? There we go. 100 by 100. Yeah, so it's big enough. Negative 50 by negative 50. There we go. And then we can come over here, paint, texture. Ooh. Brush size, bring that way down. And bring this way down. Bring that up. Oh, that's way too much. Opacity is going to go down. Bring the size a little bit more up. Actually, before doing all that, I know how we could just make this look a little bit better. I know this sucks because I'm redoing what I just did. But it's going to be worth it. So negative 500 now, again. I know it's big now, but it's just so that we don't have to deal with anything being too small. We're going to grab this one and go kind of like this. Now you can see it kind of looks like the dunes. So we're going to use that and go ahead and, first of all, we want this plastic to go into our textures folder. This can go into our materials, and then, no, that'll go into terrain layers. And then we'll have terrain. Terrain layers will go in there, but first I want to add this layer into there. Boom, boom, and then add these two terrains, which only one of them is useful, so add those in there. We can delete this readme. Don't need that. This is going to be in scenes, so I don't know why that doesn't, why it didn't create its own scene folder. Bring that over here, and then we're going to go ahead and download a new texture. This one's going to be sand. So we'll come over here, go to sand. We're looking for more of like a coast sand, or not a coast sand, but like a dune sand. So maybe this aerial beach. Yeah, I'm thinking the aerial beach. Go ahead and download. Go back. We want to extract to aerial beach. Drag this into Unity. We're going to put this in materials. Put that in there. New folder, call it plastic. And then now we just need to paint textures. So paint texture, we're going to come over here. We're going to go to, what is this? Terrain layers, create layer, beach, which means now we can put this back into our terrain and terrain layers. Keep both. We're going to delete this actually. I wish it would have let me override it, but it didn't have the option. So we're going to call this sand. Get the normal map for this. So right here. And then that's about it. Is there anything else like a, what is this one? A roughness. So we'll use that. We'll go back to materials, textures, aerial beach, textures. We want to change this normal map to normal map, apply. Oh, that doesn't look right. Not exactly sure what's causing that. But let's go to terrain layers and try to fix it. Smoothness isn't changing. Zero, maybe? We don't want it to be reflective at all. I don't know why it's so reflective. Oh, the mask map. That's what's causing it. Okay, these are some huge dunes. Maybe I could just cheat the system and just go to like 0.2. Looks like I can't cheat the system and do 0.2. Maybe what I could do is terrain height. Change it to like 200. Bring this up. And then we're going to want to move it to like right here or something. So we just like stumble upon this door out in the middle of nowhere. Doesn't really make sense, but you know what? It'll work. Okay, and then we're going to do an animation on this. So we're going to go to the door, add a new component called animator. Oh, my phone died. That means we need to come over here, create a new folder called animations. Animations. Go inside of here. We're going to do animator controllers. Animation clips. And then go over here, animator controller. We're going to call this the door. Go over here, drag this in. We don't need an avatar because it's not having an avatar. Then right here, we want to go ahead and animate. So right here, add tab. We want the animation tab. Create new animations. It's going to be door open. Door open. Put this in the animation clips. Call this new folder of door. And we're going to add all the properties that's here now. So negative 90. Kind of want the whole shebang. So left door, we want the transform on this. We want the transform on the right door as well. Perfect. And now it's going to take like 1.5 seconds. 1 Mississippi. Yeah, no, 1 second. It's probably good. Keep that on, and then we're going to click on this one and rotate her this way. Like 88 degrees. And click on this one. Rotate this one. 88 degrees. And just like that, we got an animation. Now it's pretty simple to just go ahead and add a new animator control. Well, not animator controller. Come up here, window, animation, animator. Now you can see this whole thing. Click on here. By default, it's gonna door open, which I don't want. But we do want another clip. We're gonna call this door close. come back over here, and we're going to want to take all of these, copy, and paste. Go back over here, copy, close. I don't know why that one was so zoomed in. And paste. Now it should be the opposite. Door close should close. Perfect. And then new one for idle or static. No. It's just going to be when it's like shut already, so door shut. We're going to add a property. We're going to add both of these actually. Matter of fact, we can just do this. Don't need to do anything outside of that. That's literally it. That is door shut. Now we can door open, door close, obviously. And then door shut should just be like that. Perfect. Now door shut is going to be the default, because it's going to start shut rather than having an animation when it starts. Well, when we start the game. Go ahead and drag all these a little bit over. Make a transition from here to here. This is... Oop, we don't need a new layer. That's not what we want. We want the regular layer. Come over here to is door open. False. True. True. False. Actually, as a matter of fact, let's not even do that. Let's just delete these transitions, because instead of is door open, let's do a trigger for door open. And then a trigger for door close. Because we're never going to come back to this door shut, so. This is going to be door open. This one's going to be door close. This one's going to be door open. This one's going to be door close. Now, if we go ahead and drag our game view down here, change it to full HD, kind of make it a little bit bigger so it's full screen. We're going to want to position our camera to be right in front of this, so bring it back and over and up. So if we're walking around, this is what we're going to see. We play. See, nothing's happening. As soon as I click door open, door opens. Okay, we got a slight issue. We need to come over to project. We need to come to animator clips. Click all of these. Door open and door close. Oh, no, we can only do one at a time. Click this. Turn off loop time. Same with door shut. Play. Door open. Door close. Door close again, doesn't do anything. Okay, perfect. And then through code, we're going to go ahead and new folder scripts. Come in here, new C# script. This one's going to be called door controller. This is going to go on the door. Open this in Visual Studio. Add a new public animator. Anim. Doesn't really need to be public, but we're going to make it public just so we can drag in the variable. As a matter of fact, let's not even do that. Let's just make it private, because we don't need to be able to call this from anywhere else, I don't believe. Yeah, we won't need to be able to call this from anywhere else. We will need to be able to call a function, though, and this is public void open door. Public void close door. So since this is public, we're going to be able to call this from wherever we want, such as the player controller or somewhere else. We're going to want to open the door, so anim dot set trigger. This is going to be door open. Anim dot set trigger door close. Only thing we want to change is the fact that there is no if statement, because now I can kind of show you guys something, but before I show you, let's go to update. If input dot get key down key code dot space, then private bool is open. If is not open, then we do want to set it to true, and then also open door. If is open, then is open is equal to false, and close door. Just like that. Now if we press space, it'll by default it's set to closed. So if we start this, nope, that's not going to work because we actually have to assign the variable first. See how this is a private anim? Let's do start. Anim is equal to get component animator. It's basically going to get the component off of whatever this script is assigned to. Since it's assigned to something with an animator already, it's not going to throw an error because there's an animator right here. So since it's on this door object and there's an animator here, it's going to get component, which is going to get this component. So I don't have to drag this in manually every time, so that I could procedurally generate these things. So now if I press space, it went ahead and closed. And now this is where I was talking about we need that if statement. So I think the issue is that both are being triggered though. You know what? Update. We're gonna do is open is equal to anim.get animator state info. We're gonna do layer of 0 dot name something is name. And this is where we type in a string. So this is gonna be door or open door, right? Or was it open underscase? Yeah, open. So that's one thing that we could do. I don't know if this is actually going to fix it though. Nope. Now this is where we're gonna get rid of these because we don't need these anymore. We're setting the variable based on the actual animator clip info. So right now it should be open. Let's go ahead and make this bool public so we can see it. Because that's going to help us out a little bit. So now we can see is open. Let's see what's going on here. So we press space. It opens it. It did not change the variable. Oh, door underscore open. That would explain it. There we go. Now if we press space, opens, press it again, closes. Press it again, opens, press it again, closes. Then we could just add a simple thing such as, well, we're going to go ahead and drag in our player movement and camera controller scripts. Let's go ahead and close all those. Go over to, what is it, documents? No. It's on this PC, my name, URP project, assets. Not even that one. We don't want that one. What we do want is new project 1. Assets, we're going to go for scripts. Surprisingly is right here. Player movement. And camera movement. There we go. Now it's really just as simple as creating a new 3D object, such as a capsule, calling this player, reset the transform, so that we could reset the transform of this as well. Drag this up a bit. Make a new script. We're going to call this player interact. And we're going to go for public transform door. And then in update, we want to do if transform dot distance, no, transform dot distance, wait, what? Door dot distance. What is the word for it? Unity calculate distance between two objects. Vector 3 dot distance, I see. Okay. If vector 3 dot distance, that would make sense, actually, because transform, like, yeah, no, transform wouldn't make sense. I get it now. Of between the door dot position and this dot transform, or just type transform dot position, because that'll be wherever this is. Let me actually is less than or equal to interact. This hasn't been made yet. Distance. Then door dot get component. This is going to be door controller. Oop, hold on. Door controller dot public void attempt to open. This is just because, like, if we're going to run the if statement here, if is open, open door. Obviously that's backwards, so if not open, then open door. If is open, then close door. Now we can call that, change these to private. Because we're not going to actually know without a reference from the door, which we have a reference to the door, but you know. Okay, so we're going to make a new public float interact distance equal to 2f. I'm going to come over here, and then we want to call attempt to open. What? Door controller doesn't? Oh, yeah. It's the attempt to open. I didn't type door, did I? I thought that auto-corrected like that. Yeah, and then also, if input dot get mouse button down, we're gonna change that. if input dot key get key down key code dot e, because e will be my interact key. Then attempt to open the door. So if my distance between the actually dot normalized how to convert negative values positive unity. I know it's like unit normalize. Oop. What? No, I don't want that. And that's the issue, is if the coordinates are negative, it's going to give me some weird value, I think. I mean, I guess what I could do is do something like this. Do like public float distance. And then distance is equal to and if distance, also change this to distance to object to interactable is less than the interact distance, then do that. I don't know why the heck this is doing that. There we go. Let's go back to Unity and see what our distance is. We want to go ahead and go to the player. Add a character controller to him. Go ahead and drag that onto there. Player movement goes here. There. Get rid of the capsule collider because we don't need that. Character controller has it itself. We're gonna make a new layer for the ground, just so we could jump around. Go ahead and change the terrain layer to ground. Go back to the player, change this to ground. Animator. We don't have an animator, so we need to scripts, player movement. Neither of these are important, which means neither of these are important. Anything else from the reference of the animator? Nope. Perfect. And we go back. We don't want the animator because we don't have animations for our player, so it's just gonna throw us errors. Well, I mean, I guess I could have just like added some bools and it wouldn't have thrown errors, but nah, rather not. Ground check. We do need a ground check, so let's go ahead and create a new empty object called ground check. Drag this to the feet of the player, which is going to be about -1. Actually, that's exactly -1 since this is a too tall capsule. Come back in here, change that, and last step is set this up. Now we can technically move around. Last thing we want to do is go to the camera and set this here. Player body is going to be the whole player. Sense will change to 250 on both axes. Now we can drag our player up, 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 and play. We can move around now, but the issue is we need the player interact here. As well as, let's go ahead and make our player get a material just so he doesn't look so weird. Now he looks even more weird, but he looks cool. Technically, I could change it to like redwood. But that's also going to change this, so. It looks so weird, but it looks so cool. Blackwood. Nah. Keep it like that. Go ahead and play. Oh, forgot. Need to assign the door. There we go. If we're right here, press E, nothing happens because we're too far away. Let's make it like 5 maybe. Eventually, you would go and add like other things like not an interact distance, but like a what is it called? It's where you look at the also that one stone in the middle, in the top middle, looks kind of weird. I do want to fix that eventually. But a raycast to see if you're looking near it, because if you're not looking near it, then you don't want it to run, and so yeah, stuff like that. Let's go ahead and go to models folder. Models. Over here to model, we're going to change this to 2.5 on the scale. Probably be good. Bring them down just a little bit. Actually, let's go ahead and bring this to like 0. Pull them up to about there, and then let's go to the terrain and just paint that. I mean, I don't even know where the height is, so definitely not there. So just right around here, we'll do something like that. As a matter of fact, let's go ahead and do something more like this. Then we'll be able to add like an actual room. Go over to smooth height. Smooth all this out. Go over to something like this more. Smooth, smooth, smooth. Just so it has less artifacts in the lighting. Bring this way over here. Rotate this around on the y-axis 180 degrees. Actually, bring it like right here. As a matter of fact, let's not do that. Let's bring it 0 degrees and bring it back over here. And we'll bring the player over on this side. And then obviously I'll just like create this like super simple. Let's go ahead and save this as a door. Just so we can come back and work on it eventually. Go ahead, new folder. Wait a minute. Yeah, I was gonna say I might even have a folder already for this Blender models. Save. Now we're gonna make sure we actually save. New, generic, or general, whatever. I'm gonna go for a plane. I'll do something like 15. Oh, that's gonna be a pretty big one. Let's go more like 5. Scale this up 5. Scale this up 5. Okay, perfect. Now we can go ahead and, as a matter of fact, let's not even do this because we're gonna have a bunch of UV issues and normal issues. So what we can do is use this cube, scale it on the Z, bring it down like a lot. Scale it 5. Scale it on the Z again. I to inset. I to inset. 3. I to inset. Do something like that. And we'll click all of these. Oh. There we go. Bring it up like 6. We're going to do a loop cut. Probably add like, I guess I could just do that. Loop cut this direction. We'll probably go like up to there. We'll just make sure that the thing fits there. I know this is a bad way to do this, but this is the only way I really know how. So there's that, there's that. We want to delete vertices. Wait a minute. Before doing all that, I actually know what to do because it's been a while since I've done this, and I'm actually excited to do this because, again, I haven't done this in a long time. Let's go ahead and add another cube. We're going to scale this on the Z a little bit, make it like 2 on the Z. Bring this up. Bring this back, I guess. Then bring it up to about there. Actually, possibly even a slight bit higher. Just so it's not touching that floor at all. Scale on the X. As a matter of fact, instead of doing all that, let's literally just bring in our model. So import FBX, go over to here, models, and import. Now, oh, I didn't mean to hide that. We can scale this down to like 0.5. G, bring this over and put it right there. It's actually perfect. Add a Boolean modifier. Object of the cube. Is this how it works? Apply, and then if I move this, no. I think I have to go to this, add a Boolean with an object of the door frame. I don't exactly remember how to do this. Boolean, we're gonna go for the door frame. Nope, we're gonna go for these, I guess. So does that mean if I hide this door frame now, right door? Perfect. Then I could do the same thing with the left door. Okay. Then come over here, Boolean, left door. And apply. Hide that. Perfect. Now we'll delete all three of these. All three of these. And now obviously the UVs are going to be all weird there, but we're chilling, dude. Come over here, export as FBX. This is going to be just the room, random name, FBX. Save this into the models folder. I guess we could save this as a room as well. Oop. Save, Control S to save, make sure it saves. Coming back to Unity, I can now do this, rotate this on the this axis. Materials, we're going to change this to sandstone. Ooh, yeah, about that. Go over here to tab for this mode, U for UV mode, Smart UV project. Come into shading, we're going to add a new material. Oh, we already got a material. Oh, things are just broken. I can't tell. Is it actually broken in Unity? It doesn't look like it. So I guess the normals are fine. But let me UV project this. Actually, I might be able to even just select all of it now that I have scaled bounds. Go back to the shading tab. Definitely looks a lot worse, but I come back here, I could scale on the X and bring it out to about there. Shading tab, and we're all good for the most part. U for Smart UV project. Boom. And that's it. Resave this, re-export this as an FBX as room. Now, we can see that that is now fixed. Perfect. Now, as this player, I should be able to walk up to that and interact with it. Oh. I don't know what happened there. What? Uh... Hmm. I think that's all I need to do. Now let's try. There we go. Yeah, for some reason I had the position of the actual object in the animation set, so yeah. Oh. Okay. Oh. So I want to get rid of this. This and this. And door close. I want to get rid of this, this, and this. Should fix it. Doors are still a bit off. Okay. Honestly, I don't even need any... Wait, hold on. I don't need the position at all for these things. Like this position right here, I don't need that. This position right here, I don't need that. Same with door close. I don't need any positionings. Because the position's always going to stay the same. Like, it's just not going to move. Position. And first of all, I don't even need the door frame stuff either. Scale. Oh, we don't need scale either. It's literally just rotation. Yep. Door open. No scale. No scale. Door close. No scale. And no scale. There we go. Now if I come over here, it should work. Perfect. Should be able to close it again too. Perfect. And there's obviously no collider, so let's go ahead and fix that. And then after this, we will be getting off. So let's add to all of these a mesh collider. There we go. And we're just going to leave it how it is. Let's go ahead and play. And then maybe next game, or next game dev log for this, we will work on some noises. We'll find like a door opening noise and then add that. Then maybe even add a temple, like a pyramid. I'll model a pyramid or something. Then we'll add it in there and then add some ruins. But yeah, now we can interact with that object. Let me go ahead and make sure chat hasn't been typing. Oh, we have. 3D model for my daughter's birthday. I completely understand. If not, and it's all good. Could you type reply in chat? I am sorry I did not actually see that, Mr. Krabs. But let me know what type of model, because I'm not the best at modeling, so it's not necessarily something that I could. Current bitrate is 0. Whoa, 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 whoa. What's it talking about? Is that still accurate? Just comment on one of my videos or anything and I will get to you if you're still watching this about the model. Just let me know what model and we'll talk about it, because I don't I'm not very good at modeling, so have to get that here. Let me get my Discord real quick. What is my name on Discord? Crap, I think it's Jaden.j.a 3009. Yeah, I don't know what my Discord name is, but I'm about to end stream, so I will just let me know what you were talking about and we'll get around to that. But as of right now, we got the door functioning where we can actually open the door with the player if he's near it. Change this to like 5. This obviously will be changed, like it's supposed to be private so we don't see this, but it's fine that we can see it. It works for me. So about right here I could open it. Yep. How about like 2? Also, let's change the FOV. There's just little things that we could do right now. To 90. I like 90 FOV. Change the clipping distance. And go back. And we're going to change this to like 3. Okay. Maximize. And before we maximize, actually, let's go ahead and wait a minute. Where is the play maximized? They changed that. That didn't used to be like that before. Used to have a separate button for maximize on play. Yeah, so next stream that we work on this, we'll probably add like a desert temple, but like instead of Minecraft's desert temple, it'll be like this type of desert temple, and obviously a little different. I don't think it looks horrible. It doesn't look good, but I obviously didn't spend much time modeling this. I don't know exactly how to model, so I did what I could. Oh, I just realized the walls, I could literally walk through that whole time. Let me go ahead and fix that as well. So mesh collider. Now we can't. But yeah. We can also go over here and you notice how every time I play, look at the door. See how it's got like some weird lighting things going on. I don't know if that's able to be fixed. It might not be able to, but I'm gonna try by baking the light right now. Generate lighting. Is it still doing it? Oh yeah, baking performance right here. 50 M rays a second. I don't know what that means. Okay. Well, it looks like it's done. I think. I can't tell. Oh, total bake time. Yep, it's done. So now let's see if it's still got that weird issue. It looks like it might. Yeah, it does. I think it's just a distance thing, yeah. See, I get closer, it's like... So what I might even be able to do about that is camera... Probably not anything to do with the camera, I don't think. I think it has everything to do with the lighting profile. Just gonna be... Settings... Sky and fog. Nope. Lighting. Shadows. Shadows on screen. Ray traced reflections? Hmm. Let's change the size of this thing. Box. So does that mean if I go ahead and put like a 3D object cube in here, make a brand new material for it, just make it super shiny, should be able to see stuff around, right? Oh, well, that works. Then we go ahead and increase the smoothness. Maybe not. There is no normal map, so I don't know why. Why that's a thing. Maybe I need to get that Polyhaven stuff. Textures. Terrain? No, we want metal. And instead of all that, let's go ahead and go to 3D textures.me. I don't know about stylized though. Maybe not stylized. Let's just go to metal in general. Metal in general. We want like a super shiny metal. So if we see one like that looks like little shiny, but it's dull. That one's a lot more shiny. Oh, this one. Yep, that one. That's the one. Download maps. I don't know how to download all of these. There we go. We gotta zip this. Well, it's gonna zip this, and then we gotta download this. And import in Unity. Textures. What's it gonna be called? Just metal? Yeah, metal tiles. Okay. So I think this is the base color. Yep. Then we got the normal map, which is gonna be this. First of all, there's that, and then should have a mask, right? Middle. Switch this to a normal map. Apply. Oh, that made it look kind of weird. Do one by one, even though I'm not seeing. Like, this is supposed to be hitting that, right? Um, I don't get it. Huh? Reflection proxy volume component? You know what? Instead of doing all this, I'm just wasting time. I shouldn't be doing this. Get rid of all that. If we really want to do anything, we can go over to scenes. Outdoor scene. I thought there was a pre-built scene that Unity comes with. I guess not. Anyways, that's gonna be it. So I will be back with another stream tomorrow.